Hey guys! How is everyone doing today on this beautiful old Tuesday? It is officially tax day. And the question is it a happy tax day for you today? I'm pretty sure that tomorrow is officially known as National Hangover Day for all of the tax preparers of the world. Am I right? Any of you in the profession? I know there's a huge celebration as we close out this busy day, this busy season for them. Some of you might be in a position where you are excited about getting a return or starting to think about where you might be spending that return. And then there are the entrepreneurs of the world. How many entrepreneurs are out there, you guys? I know that for many of us, tax day sort of feels a little bit like the Grim Reaper come-a-callin, because many of us fail to plan properly throughout the year, and that can lead to major stress and worry and extensions being filed, and ultimately, when all is said and done, money that is owed. And for us, this year, in our little entrepreneurial household, that is not the case. We are actually celebrating that we are filing our taxes on time for the first time in I don't know how many years. It's a huge cause for celebration for us. And if you are an entrepreneur or a small business owner, you can understand. So please excuse me while I pause for a moment and start doing my dance. I do not share this, you guys, as like a brag factor, but because, man, we have been through the ringer in the tax department in recent years. And if you're an entrepreneur today who's feeling that like angst or that pressure and that downright fear of like, what's going to happen? I really wanted to offer a little bit of encouragement and some hope and maybe a little tip for the easiest way that you can start implementing some greater financial peace so that this time next year, you are dancing alongside of me instead of beating yourself up. For those of you who don't know me or who might be catching the replay of this, my name is Samantha Franzen. And I work as a health and wellness educator on the blog Decidedly So. And you might be thinking, this is a weird tangent or a weird wheelhouse for you to be, like health and wellness educator. Why are you talking about tax preparation? Well, here is why. My husband and I are both entrepreneurs. And when we first started out on this path of self-employment, we didn't have a ton of income coming in. And we created a really unhealthy pattern for ourselves. What we did every single time that any paycheck came into our house was we deposited that straight into our own personal account. And when there wasn't a lot of income coming in, that wasn't a big deal because we didn't owe a lot of taxes since we weren't making a lot of money. But as my husband specifically, his income has continued to grow and grow, our pattern became a really big deal. And as my favorite pretty woman, Julia Roberts, says, when she goes in there, big mistake. Huge. It really was. Income is taxable, no matter how you slice it, you guys. And at some point, the rubber meets the gosh dang road. And we've been really thankful for that increased income. But along with that comes a higher tax rate. And it became really apparent really quickly that we needed some serious help in breaking our old, like, everything goes in our personal account pattern. And just so you know, I'm going to, pause here for just a second. This is, there is some serious anxiety in me even sharing the tip of our iceberg in this tax world. It's been a real journey for us. The shame that I've felt, the embarrassment that I've felt, all of those things put me on hyper super red alert. So please excuse me if I'm over here namasteing myself and trying to get myself into this place of zen as I continue to share this story. Lots of grace here. It's been a really hard journey in our family, in our marriage, that, we suffered because, our marriage suffered because I was freaking out about our finances. My sanity suffered because I was freaking out about our finances. Can you see a common theme here? That I was freaking out about our finances. And we were really in kind of this constant state of a 3 steps forward, 2 steps back. We knew all of the right things that we should be doing, but knowing those things and actually implementing them are 2 totally and completely different things. We needed help. So sharing the real might be hard, but if you're a small business owner or you're an aspiring entrepreneur, you need to know that it's not all sunshine and cupcakes and rainbows. And know that I believe personally that when you've gone through something, it is your responsibility to share your journey in a way that can maybe empower and inspire others to do it differently. So my number one tip whenever I meet someone who's contemplating taking the leap into small business ownership is sit down with a tax professional ASAP. Do not wait. Don't wait. Do it right away. Hiring someone to do our taxes and to help us in our bookkeeping has been the very best financial decision that we have ever made. Naturally, entrepreneurs are not great at details, and my husband and I are a shining example of that. We're great about big ideas, we're great with dreaming big, things like that, but when it comes down to the nitty-gritty of slowing down and making time for bookkeeping, especially if you're months behind or even years behind, because I know that there are some people who are in that boat, that is not my strength or a lot of entrepreneurs' strengths. So find a professional, and then you guys, do not be afraid to pay them what they are worth. If you find someone really great, they will be worth more than 10 times their weight in gold. I know that that has been the case for us. So how do you find a great CPA or an EA? An EA stands for an enrolled agent, somebody who is certified to be able to file your taxes for you. We work with an EA, but the best way that I would recommend finding someone fantastic is by asking your friends and your family and other small business owners who you admire, ask them who they recommend. And as a quick side note, you guys, if you're currently in kind of a suboptimal position as an entrepreneur or small business owner, I would highly recommend that you do not pick a really close friend or family member to prepare your taxes or work with you on this process. Now, that might sound like really opposite of what I otherwise might recommend, but I know from experience, dude, people by nature do not want to share their financial shortcomings with people who they're close with. And if you're already in a bit of a mess, you're going to need to take that obstacle of getting started off of your plate, because that's exactly what it's going to be, is a giant like, oh my gosh, I gotta air my dirty laundry with my uncle or my aunt or my best friend who doesn't know what I'm going through. And you don't need that. You need a way out of the mess. You don't need more things to worry about. So that quick side note, now that that's, I mean, for all like real situation here, we did that for probably 6 months to a year. We kind of sat in that limbo place because we didn't want to air our dirty laundry. So now after you have taken care of like figuring out who some of those recommendations might be, interview those people and then find a good fit for yourself. Ask a lot of questions. You should be looking for somebody who sees your vision, you guys, and wants to help you accomplish your financial goals, not just get your taxes filed on time every single year. If you're a small business owner, you're looking for ways to keep from paying unnecessary, like your arm and your leg and maybe one of your small children to the IRS. But in that process, you will have to know someone who has a really good grasp for the ever-changing tax code that we have, who keeps your booty in check and is also sitting in your corner rooting for you. So my final thoughts on this, you guys, come straight from good old Benjamin Franklin, who says, if you fail to plan, you are planning to fail. It's really easy, right? If it were just that easy. Good old Uncle Sam can be a cold, hard son of a gun. And he's sort of like the Grim Reaper version of the Jackson 5, because he'll be there, he'll be there. But you don't want to call his name. You want to call the name of somebody who's really fantastic, who can help you in this process and get things figured out. Like I said, you guys, don't put this off until you're making X number of dollars. This is something that you should start off with from day one, because a really great financial plan is going to be the strong foundation to your business success. And I will say right now, if you are someone who is local to this Colorado area and you are looking for someone amazing, I cannot more highly sing the praises of Samantha Ziska over at Westridge Accounting. She took our own personal big mess and she helped us kind of eat our giant elephant one bite at a time. And now here we are Tax Day 2018! We are celebrating our filed return, and actually, very weirdly, I am looking forward to filing again in 2018 because I know that we have such a solid and amazing plan put together for the future success of our entire family. So, you know what? I think I'm going to crack open one of our nice bottles of wine tonight and celebrate. So happy tax day, everybody. Cheers to you and to your success. If you found this helpful or know an entrepreneur out there who might need like one of those little glimmers of hope to know that, you know, tax day one day doesn't have to be D-Day, please make sure that you share this video, you guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you have a beautiful rest of your day, and we will talk to you guys soon. Take care.